So it's pretty cool. But you mentioned that he's not spoken in the same breath as like Scorsese or Coppola or Spielberg. All these people who he came up with, De Palma, they're all his guys. Do you think it's because also like it's more comedies than it is serious dramas?
Yeah, I mean, I think those first 4 movies, Target's Last Picture Show, What's Up Doc, Paper Moon, is about as perfect to me of a 4-film run as you can have, right? And he does he never matches those movies, although I like a lot of his later stuff. I think that's part of it. Like his career, wanes a little bit. He has the Dorothy Stratton stuff and the Sybil Shepherd stuff. There's a lot of controversy around him. But his movies also just aren't, quote unquote, cool, right? Like, I don't know, like a lot of those 70s filmmakers who we talk about were making, these cool crime films and amping up the violence and amping up the sex. And he wasn't. He was sort of hearkening back to something, a little more old fashioned.
That's a great point. Tarantino talks about how much Bogdanovich loved John Ford movies and loved Hitchcock movies, while all those other guys were really trying to get away from that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. But none of them had a regular guest spot on The Sopranos.
No, exactly. He ends up being in like the coolest gangster TV series ever after not making a gangster movie when everyone else was in the 70s.
Yeah, there's something to that. So it's so funny because that was my first introduction to him. I was like, oh, that's the therapist from The Sopranos. Yeah, it's cool.